Hello, and welcome to the Derby Retro Classic Car Show. This is a show that I've only just discovered existed. Again, it's just a show that goes on probably once a year in the summer in Markeaton Park, if I've pronounced it correctly. We have an array of classic cars here today, of which you are going to like. There's quite an array, so we've got pre-war, we've got vintage, we've got classics, we've got modern classics like moi. We've made it here in Project Beatrix again, so you know, another show, and a little bit long distant for Beatrix this time, and the cruise here was just so, well, it was a 1 hour cruise. It didn't even feel like a 1 hour journey, it felt like 10 minutes. It just wafted here. But anyway, let's go and see some of these wonderful cars. Right, to just give some backdrop here, I've just been talking to a few owners while my back was turned, and then we've had a whole new line turn up. I think you had to be parked up by 10 o'clock. There is a competition going on for the best car, I believe, which is happening at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be a full-on day, so I'm going to take my time going around the cars and try and keep it as not too long. This might be a two-parter again, but anyway, I'm going to start off on the right-hand side, and here we got a beautiful Golf GTI Cabriolet. Oh, this is nice, with all the beige interior and the 80s of plastic. Really nice, and being a Mark 1 on an A reg, wow, you know, it's the done deal with the inner fog lights. Ooh, a Targa Porsche. Now if I get stuck on what car is which, I can always refer to these lovely information plaques that we've all had to write. A Porsche 993 C3 Targa. Ooh, very nice indeed. Now we have a Mazda 626 here in all the beige of red, and we've still got people coming in. Look at the noise. It's a 2 litre 626 car. Have you seen a red interior? Well, is it red or is it brown? Am I colourblind? That looks very brown dashboard, reddish seats that matches the colour on the outside. Whoa, when was the last time you saw one of these? I've got a friend who might be very jealous of this. A Nissan Skyline. Yep, okay. This is this is quite nice. Yep, always like a Skyline. Very nice indeed. VW. It's an Arc again. It's a Golf. Is this a Golf R by any chance? Yes, it is. I thought it was. It is a Golf R. Ooh, the estate version is quite nice. And next to it we have a BMW C2 2.5 Alpina. Wow. Okay, this is the first time I've seen an Alpina in the flesh. What the? This is ridiculous. These decals are so nice. That is so plush. I mean, the seats are like very checkered granddaddy seats in 80s BMWs, very much against the sporty nature of the car, but the lovely gear lever gives it away with the steering wheel badge as well. I mean, yeah, I love that as well. Oh, we got headlamp washers at the front here with the lovely kidney grille of the 80s that everybody knows and loves. And look at that, oh, that spoiler there. That goes really low. No introduction to a Honda Civic Type R. I don't even have to read that. Really curiously interesting cars, Honda Civic Type Rs. Never floated my boat, but you can tell one a mile off. It has that sort of unique styling that I think prides itself quite well to what it is. It's not pretending to be anything else. VW Lupo right next to it in plain ordinary spec with naturally some interesting wheels going on here. Is definitely, yep, it is a 2003 plate, obviously. Very nice indeed. Oh, a Volvo P1800 in all its glory. I love these backlights. I love little features like that. Cute little screws in there as well. It's an 1800S. Okay. I think this is what you would class as the sort of original Grand Tourer. I mean, look at the curve over the front there. That's really nice. And right next to it we have an E39 M5 with dual twin tail pipes, well quad tail pipes, whatever you want to call it. Nice example. Very nice indeed. Oh dear, I need no introduction to an Escort Cosworth. No, definitely not. Has a good registration plate, the RS Cosworth obviously. It's wearing some interesting wheels, this one. It's pretty standard. It's pretty standard inside. Got some Air Force going on there, some Airams presumably. Very nice indeed. Well, we have the usual RS 500, and I'm assuming it's an RS 500 because it's an early one. Oh no, it's an RS Cosworth, just an RS Cosworth, not an RS 500. Mistake there. Very nice indeed, with this lovely whale tail. And obviously that you got, it's just the 2-door, well, the 3-door version I should say, and with a sunroof. Very nice Recaros with the sort of check patterning material that you get on these. Interesting wheels. Has this been lowered fractionally from what it was? Maybe not. Maybe that's just my eyes playing up. And got very interesting guards in those areas. Same for the front grille. Now the one next to it, I had to read up on this. Buick Riviera boat tail, and it's a long walk to the back of this car, and you can understand why it might be named as a boat tail. It's very much a Buick in every single sense. That's just bonkers. Americans were the only ones who were great at making the back end of a car look like the front end of a car, just in reverse. And we have a nice Enreg Late Mini down here. Probably a Mini Mayfair by looking at it, because you've got the chrome bumpers. I think it is. You've got the wood lashings here. Nice badge on the side. Yeah, it's a Mini Mayfair with this fantastic sort of honeycomb sort of grille. Cute. And then we have a Mustang GT in all its glory. 5-litre V8. Of course, I don't think it's a Mustang without a V8. I mean, the 2.3 EcoBoost is a decent engine, but it's not as good. We have a lovely, cute little white Mini here. Now, this, I suspect, again, it's another Mayfair because chrome bumpers. Can't really tell. The Mini Sprite had chrome bumpers as well for a time, but the Mini City did not, and it had those very plasticky metal inserted bumpers. And then we have a Rover 100 Kensington SE in, oh, I can't remember the colour's name now. This is really bad because I do know this colour. Oh my goodness. Well, it's been kind of changed a little bit. Now, that is a K-series, but it's got a Lotus Performance cam cover on it. Interesting modifications going on here. Obviously, it's got an open cone filter. Now, that is, I presume, the VVI throttle, sorry, the inlet manifold, I should say. I don't know what's going on there, but there's been some tweaking going on. Maybe it's just got the cam cover and there's nothing else to it. But it looks pretty standard on the inside. VW Scirocco in its check patterny glory. If my camera is kind of picking that up, it may not pick that up because people have been scrubbing their cars because they want to win the competition. I don't stand a blooming chance in Beatrice. She's got too many scratches. Scirocco Very nice, nice backlights there. Needs a bit of a. Actually, those lights, they look dirtier than what they should be. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it is. But I'm sure they were supposed to scrub up a bit more than that. But lovely example in this gorgeous white colour. VW bus, very nice. Oh, next to an A-Reg Mini Metro with the poverty spec headlights, bumper, and everything to go in this absolutely gorgeous colour.
Oh god, yeah, it still didn't wear. Yeah.
This is a bit of a rarity actually. In this colour in particular. Oh god, he's had the whole interior done up. It's an M3. Very, very nice indeed. Oh, Christ. Okay. Do you want to go to the prom? Oh my god. Oh, it's a Hudson. Oh my god. Hudson Commodore. Absolutely bonkers. Yes, next to something quite not bonkers, actually highly practical. Minor 1000 van. Lovely. And it is someone's got something for sale. Not this particular car. Stay well away. Ooh. Very nice indeed. Ford prefix are always lovely little things, particularly in the two-tone stuff. It's all the teddy bear stuff of the 1950s, the teddy boy look. Two-tone was the thing. And then here we have a Lotus Elan S2. Not particularly well regarded by this stage, but then Lotus have always made extremely different cars. And we've got the caramel and something interior. Yeah, that's an interesting combination. A nice dashboard though, I have to say. They did a decent job. Lotus by this stage were making some very strange cars. They've always been a company that have constantly changed their design philosophies as the years go on, more frequently than any other manufacturer. Really nice to see. Pop-up headlamps, love it, especially when they come up. Oh gosh, too much here. Ooh, and then we have a lovely MGB with some sort of tiger stripe dashboard thing going on here, and it's all very nicely coordinated and cut out. It is getting awfully popular here now. The idea is I should have started earlier on. Ooh, we got some sort of BMW here. I am going to skirt around quite a few of these cars. Ooh, it's a Z3 3 litre. Well, I should know it's a Z3. I didn't know what engine. With this two-tone dashboard again, red and black. Again, another theme with 80s, 90s sports cars. Next to a midget in, again, like not really a two-tone, but black skirts on the underside, black sills with a rubber bumper because it is a very light one. Very nice. Wow, Peugeot 205 cab with red carpets. That's very nice actually. The carpets look really high quality in these. A plasticky dashboard used. It's the CTI. Okay, it's the CTI version with pepper pots to show off as well. Very nice. Now, I was thinking this before. What is it? It's a Triumph Dolomite, and it's been heavily customised from what I can see. It's got the original engine though. It's been messed about with and upgraded a lot with a lot of silicone. It's very tidy in here. Very tidy indeed. Two-tone, yep. That is the order of the day. Oh, talk about customised. That's incredible. Is that the whole thing redone? I think it's all been laid in leather and vinyl. Beautiful. Please excuse the live music as usual. Saab SE. Wow. Superb. Very, very nice. And we have the cockpit style dashboard as Saab love, and yeah, what's not to like about that? That's just gorgeous. Mark II RS in ultimate green, of which you could only get a few colours. Ultimate green seems to be the most common one from what I've seen, or maybe the one that was the most popular. The Toyota Corolla GTI 16. We have an Opel Astra here today with some Saab engine stuff going on. Very, very interesting. Right, I've had to come over here for a split second. Lovely, yeah, flag there. Yeah, we've got some live music in the background and I don't want to be copyrighted, so I thought I'd bring you over here. We have a Jaguar owners group over here, XKR Coupe with the beige interior and the J-gate, as you can well expect on quite a few of these cars. Nice back end. And obviously over here we have an XJ6 4.2 Sovereign Series 3. Probably the nicest one of the lot in my opinion. Pininfarina did a superb job with these cars, and the dashboard is in good condition because some of this can lift. Or actually, I don't believe it's this type actually, that's real wood. Pepper pottish style wheels that everybody was doing in the 80s, very sports like, and pretty much a plastic bumper with a bit of chrome on the top, which is really neat actually. They did a superb job with the front of this car. I mean, just the curves and everything about it. These huge, great, gasping door mirrors, which were shared on a lot of Rolls Royce and Bentleys. Yeah, I love that. And we've got another one right next to it. Again, we've got another E registration. So yeah, and this one is the 5.3 litre version, and yeah, not much of a difference visually, but again, you know, cracking car. And the V12, it's the way it delivers power is quite linear. It's the closest thing you might get to a combustion engine being an electric car in terms of how it pulls away, just with the sound. Obviously electric cars don't make a sound. Jaguar XJ Sport, these are getting very desirable now. They're still relatively cheap, these Jags, and I think if you're in for a Jag, you wouldn't go far wrong. XJR Sport is a superb choice, and I believe this may have been supercharged, it may not have been. It's a 3.2 litre, so it's the AJ6 engine. Excuse the music, I might get done for copyright. Oh, next to a lovely Daimler Sovereign Series 2. I love these hubcaps, fantastic hubcaps, and it's the coupe, the pillarless coupe version. Oh yes, manual gearbox as well. How very desirable. I just love this. That is superb with the way the windows actually come down into the quarter panel. Something no car manufacturer has really tried to do before, with its fantastic vinyl roof. Superb. And we got an XF Sport Brake, which I love to see. The most attractive of estates in my opinion. They got this slap bang on right. That styling, perfect. Next to the only E-Type here, and it's a Series 2. It's a Series 2 in left-hand drive with all your individual buttons and switches there, and it's all labelled, not symbols, the pre-symbol days. The inset headlights. Series 2's got a bit more angular to them. Very nice indeed. And recommencing over in the usual place, we have a Volvo. Oh, is this a 380 by any chance? No, it's a 340 DL. Oh, that's really nice to see a Volvo here. And over here, right next to it, we have a Metro 1.4 Li. Now, officially, there's no records of how many Li's exist, but this is a very rare model. Oh my goodness me, it's a CVT. How nice to see. Wow, it's got all the patina that you would naturally see in a Metro. very nice to see. Let me just bring you round here. Oh yes, we have a little 1.4 single cam K series with the CVT gearbox that we all know and love. Very nice and very honest. Oh, we have an Escort RS2000 on an L reg. Unless that's no, that's not the correct registration. Very, very nice. Oh, okay, and we have the 2-litre Z-Tech lump. Very, very nice indeed with the electronic fuel injection. Very, very tidy car. Oh, it is very, very busy over here. We're going to come over here. We've got some minis over here. I'm just going to walk over here because we have a bunch of cars that have just come and I had no idea they were over here. Let's go and see. Ooh, right, we got another Mazda MX-5. We've got a whole line of cars down this side. Yeah, we'll skip over this one. Don't like them. MGB GT in rubber bumper form with our Basto sunroof that we all love, with the usual orange deck chair style pattern. Oh, we have got is this a TR2 by any chance? Ooh, twin carbs, very nice. That's nice, that. Ooh, got a VW Beetle next door, which has been parked into an engine. Audi TT 3.2 Quattro. These are very desirable cars now, Audi TTs, and this one being an automatic version. Escort, another Escort. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Left-hand drive Escort. And we have a Dolly Sprint 1500 twin carb. Wow, when was the last time you saw one of these? Usually they're Dolly Sprints. Dolly Sprints seem to be everywhere, but the Toledos, the 1500 TC, 1700 automatic, I believe, they're quite rare. Nice colour, typical 70s on an N reg. MX Focus ST, very nice. Mark II ST in, I believe that is Panther Black, if I've got it wrong. Whoa, next to a Sierra with lovely lattice alloys or lattice style. Now I believe that this is a Sierra GT. That's a guess, that is. Yes, it is. It's actually a Sierra GT version. Nice brochure on the back window. I can't remember ever seen a Sierra GT. Very rare cars indeed. Oh, good grief. And we've got a Micra which has been lowered and got many different things on it. She's quite interesting. Very interesting. Oh my goodness me. Vauxhall Nova on a K reg. How nice is it to see a Vauxhall Nova? Oh, yeah. Try not to burn your skin on those seats when you're getting in and out. It is a 1.2 L. Really nice and registered in Nottingham. Nice spot. Next to a very dirty but used and slightly crap bumper Escort. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. A used and enjoyed Ford Escort in this iconic colour with these typical 90s seats. Do you know what? Of all the classics that I would, or cars that I would like to own, an Escort is certainly on the agenda because I'm very poor these days. Mainly because my Focus Mark 1 is making me poor with all the paint jobs. N-Reg Escort. I love it. Love it. I love the oval styling of these. Not to everyone's taste, but still, I'm very, yeah, I'm just very nostalgic about such cars. This was just what I knew. And the backlights, you can identify an Escort off the backlights alone. Back in the day when the cars did not look the same, they looked unique. Oh, MGTF we have here. Lovely. Nice to see an MGTF that has made it to the show. Yes, very nice. Speaking of paint jobs, I've just had a message from my bodywork man. The Focus is done and ready. She has been painted and welded on the sills a little bit more than I thought. And put it this way, no cars for the next few months. No third car. I need to pay for this. It was a bit more than I thought, but hey ho, it's done and it's going to look amazing. Anyway, back to the show. Right, I'm just going to start here, but I might have to cut this off, bearing in mind we've got some live music playing. This VW is so patinaed, it's even forgot its mirrors. Wow, left-hand drive as usual, an early bug, very early. Oh, I do like these. I like the earlier lights, a little bit less in your face than the later ones. It looks patinated, but rather nice in some respects. In fact, that's a really neat sort of patination. I suspect that that's been preserved as it is. It's had a bit of a clump, but hey, it's been used and it's enjoyed. Oh, who doesn't love an early one of these lovely, lovely Spitfires? Wow, and it's the Spitfire Mark II. Interesting. I love how the bumpers on these sort of stop and there's nothing behind. There's just literally two corner bumpers and nothing at the back. Very different styling that Triumph took with the Spitfire early on. It became more normal, and I say normal, just standard sports car, when it started really trying to compete with the MGB, but the early versions are rather nice and very different to what you'd have got, but the later versions would have a more standard rear bumper. Mice Minor 1000, very nice. Mini on an F-Reg, very nice with its ventilation, which I wish more cars had these days. Next to a Bug, we have a Bond Bug, which is just fun on wheels. 700 ES, lovely vinyls. Do you need access to everything under there? Yeah, well, we can change the diff oil. It's just there. Changing the diff oil, easier than changing the engine oil on a lot of cars these days. Volkswagen Golf Cabriolet, beautiful. And I believe that this is a Mark 1, and it is a Mark 1. You can always tell Mark 1 with the actual dashboard alone. So many changes, very much square and angular, very nice. This is rather a special car. Do you know what this is, guys? You may have seen one of these, you may not have, or at least if you saw one of these back in the day, it wouldn't be like this. Oh yes, it is a Lancia Beta. Do you know, I was looking at buying one of these strangely 10 years ago. I must have been utterly mad. It's a Series 1 1974 Beta in all its glory, with its brown interior, very Italian, very different styling indeed to a lot of cars. It's beautiful styling, gorgeous. A lot of car manufacturers just copied this. Lancia Beta 1600 in all its glory. Wow. What a find this is. Wow, a Vauxhall VXR Monaro. How cool is this? I haven't seen a Monaro in a long time. Oh god, 6 litre. Ooh, that's some juice is coming out of that. Under the bushes, MG Magnet in all its glory. Have you seen this wood? That's unbelievable quality. Yeah, the MG Magnet at the time were, well, MG predominantly pretty much sports cars, and then they go and launch a 4-door saloon car. Wow, something completely different. They never tried it again, sadly, until obviously there was a lot of badge engineering later on, and you can't really class an MG ZS as a proper MG. It's just a badge engineered Rover 45 really, with some added bits, but this was a proper designed MG saloon car. Superb. Ooh, Citroen 2CV Special, the last of the 2CVs. Very, very nice to see. And no basket, or maybe it's been removed. I'm not going to pretend to know what that is, but it's probably going to sound extremely loud and extremely American. Just saying. And next to something extremely American again. Well, is it American? Well, the Mustang is 5 litre, right-hand drive. Very nice indeed. Ooh, and we have a lovely Audi on a T-Reg, 5-valve turbo with a very accessible lambda sensor there. That'd be pretty easy to change. Very, very tidy indeed. I'm going to take you around the back here. Do you know what? Seeing Audis this age, to be honest with you, I've seen a few, but not many. It's an A4 1.8 turbo. Wow. Wow. Interesting patina going on there. I think that's some sort of aluminium reaction going on, but you know what, lovely to see. And this is clearly used every day and it's clearly loved. Seen a couple of Audis at this show. That is I've seen really nice condition, actually, really tidy. Most people drive to the show, but some people like to bring their cars when they're just not ready to be brought, and it is a Capri, and a very early Capri. Look at that underneath. Woo-hoo-hoo. Live rear axle of a Capri in its rustic form. This is ready to be restored. Ooh. This is a V8, Jaguar V8. Yes. I was looking at one of these ages ago as the only Jag that I could really justify buying. These late ones are fantastic. The last of the old school XJ. Air suspension, and they're quite easy to swap out. Just expensive, but they're quite easy to swap out if you do have an airbag go. But they're cracking cars. These are absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to make my way around this side because we've got some live music. I don't want to get in the way. Oh, we have an RS2000 here, Escort RS2000. Ooh, Polo, very nice indeed, and it's completely original in here. Wow, this is a very rare treat. This is a completely original Polo. Apart from the wheels, the engine bay is exactly as you would expect it to look. Wow. That is ridiculously simple. Really. Morgan. Very nice to see a Morgan here. Full Racing Puma. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Triumph 2000. Morris, Oxford. Do forgive me if I'm skipping a few cars because there is an awful lot to see here. White walls, really pleasurable to see. The Austin Cambridge and the Morris Oxford looked pretty identical by this stage. They were essentially the same car with just a bit of badge engineering because obviously the two companies were aligned together. Who doesn't love a Mark 1 Capri? In this colour as well, on an L plate. Ooh, 1972. And we switch to this side. We have an R8 in attendance, a Rover R8. Superb. What a superb car this is. Lovely to see one, and this is a 416 GSI, top of the range. And my favourite of the lot, Rover P6 V8 3500. I suspect that this is the automatic version with the lovely wingguard door mirrors. Wingguard that's the original door mirrors fitted. Most of these are actually replaced for aftermarket ones. Yep, it is a Borg Warner 3-speed. It's had the steering wheel replaced, and it is certainly going to have a card because I fully approve of that car indeed. Ooh. We got some Mustang police action going on over there. Yep, very interesting. Ooh, Renault 5. When was the last time you saw Renault 5 with its weird door catches? Too much. TVR 350. I may have to stop in a second because of copyright. Full Capri Mark II Ford Pinto engine. We've seen this one before. And we have another RS2000 with its beautiful motorcraft battery with its individual cells that you can top up. The old-fashioned style battery. I wonder where you can get these from, because I wouldn't know where to get these old style batteries from. That's the period look. Love the air intake cover. Rover SD1 1984 3-speed automatic, Borg Warner again, V8. So mechanically almost the same as the P6 apart from the suspension. Ooh, interesting cars. We've got a Volvo V70 here with the 5-cylinder 2-litre 5-cylinder lump. Nice, 20 valves. I love the aluminium intake there. Really cool that. Ooh, we've had some more cars come in. This show's really testing my knowledge. Ooh, Alpha. Very, very nice to see this. GTV. Oh God, it's a GTV. Alpha GTV. Very desirable cars. We have a TVR next to it. Have a Mini here. Morris Cooper. Wow. Morris Cooper indeed. Very rare car. Mark II Golf. 16 valve. Proudly stuck on the backside. A Fiat Uno Turbo IE. Wow. When was the last time you saw one of these? With its check pattern seats, dinky little door mirrors. Wow. That's a lovely spot today. Yeah, I see a few of these near me. Golf GTI cabriolets, the Mark II cabriolets. Oh, now, which Triumph is it? The 2000? I can't tell at a glance with these. It is a 2000 Mark II with scabbiness, but wearing its age really nicely. Cracking car. Ooh, Mark 1 XR2. Wow. Another great car here in all its glory with pepper pots and lots of things on the back shelf as usual. These are really rare stuff. Another car that has caught my eye is this Maestro L with its body patina and everything going. Oh gosh, faded, and I think the roof's been done, I think possibly because of rust and the usual scabbiness here and there. Cracking car. Oh, this has really caught my eye. I'm just so nostalgic about these things. As a child, these sort of things were kind of, yep. And I suspect also that this car has been stolen at some point in its life. Oh, Nissan Micra 1.0 litre Super. When was the last time you saw one of these as well? I keep saying that again, I keep repeating myself a lot, but it's been, you know, tastefully modified a little bit, but it's relatively new. Look at that interior, green and blue. Oh my gosh. With the aerial stuck on the wing, as most Super Minis had back in the day. Bit of condensation in the light. Everything you would have seen back in the day. Really nice to see. XR 3i Cabriolet. Nice one. Triumph 2000 Mark 1. Yep, Mark 1, judging by the twin headlamps at the front. Mini Mayfair for sale, automatic, with very nice wheel trims. Escort RS Cosworth Capri Litre 3S. That's such a nice soundtrack. Now, I've tried to give you as good coverage as possible. Some of the cars I haven't shown you, mainly because half the time we've got live music going on. As I say, I can't have a copyright strike just before I'm about to hit 1,000 subs. Can't risk it, guys. I could do a voiceover, but ideally, nobody wants that. I'm going to go to the exit to see the cars that are now exiting the show, because we are coming towards the end of the show. God knows how long this video is, but again, as usual, I like to go over the top about these things. There's been a huge variety here, and it's such an amazing show, this. Apparently it hasn't operated consistently over the years, but it has happened before, but whether or not it happened last year, I don't know. But let's go to the exit and watch some cars leave. Oh, we have many cars leaving at this moment in time. Oh, we have the Maestro L making its escape. I'm just going to walk down this line. Mini Cooper S. I did point this out before, but there was a music that cut in. Citroen BX. Oh, Metro CVT, off we go. And that does rattle like mine. Ooh, Capri S, 3 litre S, making its escape. Ooh. We know that familiar sound of a fantastic Vauxhall. Who likes the sound of a Vauxhall Carlton GSF 3000? I just smell the fumes coming out. Oh, I love this. The exit is always the best bit. We've got the 1600 that we've just seen in full tune. Mercedes compressor. I'm just wandering down the line here. Ooh, serious performance car. We've got a Lupo. Peugeot 205 that we've seen before. This Dolly Sprint, which has been customised a lot. The Alpina. E39. And P6. Beautiful V8. Beautiful. And before I leave, that concludes this rather sharpish show from what I feel. But then again, this could be a very long video. I always underestimate how much footage I actually have before I get home. There are some cars that I have not covered in this show, but what an amazing show. This is Derby Live that actually do this as a thing with the council at Markeaton Park. As I say, I believe they did it last year, but it's been a little bit inconsistent. But judging on the size of this show, there are probably a third of cars that I have not covered today for technicality reasons. I think voiceovers are just a bit tacky, but the truth is, you've seen the cars that you would like to see. and everything has been covered. But yeah, I'm gonna go back home now, and Beatrix has got a long journey to get on with. But anyway, you take care, guys. I will see you very soon in another episode, God knows what.